Sorry I'm a little bit late. Well, I guess technically not really late, but I didn't start early. Gotta say, I'm not in a great mood for a bunch of different reasons, but that's right. All right, so while people are coming in, I figured that today we could kill two birds with one stone. Whoa, that was a weird glitch, camera glitch. I figured we could kill. I'm feeling better, by the way, 90%. I figured that we could kill two birds with one stone, and what I mean is, there's been some talk. I guess Voltar talked about there being a potential heat issue, I suppose, with the Pixel Effects Morph. And I already kind of understand that it's possible that it's an edge case, and we'll talk about it. But I want to set it up because it's going to take a while. He let his sit for like 20 minutes with, well, we still have a little bit of things to set up. So I figured we could bang that out quick first before we do the actual thing, which is solder. I don't even want to touch it because every time I touch this flex cable thing, it gets fingerprints on it, and it's such a beautiful flex cable thing. Okay, so I guess long story short, I'm not going to go too into detail. You can watch the video on Voltar's Twitter. But basically, he mentioned that you probably should put a heatsink on your Morph. And if you watch the video, he had some pretty specific video. It was like white noise kind of coming in to the pixel effects. And like it was 1080p input. So that's the max resolution that the Morph can take in through the HDMI input, and this white noise, and kind of left it for, I think, I'm streaming, right? I think so. Oh, I didn't mention on Twitter, so let me see. Let me do that. Not like it matters, but I got roasted today on Twitter, and it makes me feel bad. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Ooh, did I even? Oh, I don't even know if I mentioned this earlier. Oh, I didn't. Hold on a second. Slot Master up, fix. Okay. Hey, Artemis. All right. So let's. I'm gonna bust this open. So my room is kind of hot, actually. I have the best thing I have for like an ambient room thing is this it's a remote for one of our window air conditioners, but it has this ambient temp sensor. Probably not the most accurate, but it's the least I can do. And just to note, it's warmer in my room, at least where the Morph is going to be. It's kind of cool right here because my AC is right in the window there. It's warmer than in my room than in Voltar's room, so mine should be even worse case scenario than his was. So, anyways, we're gonna take it apart, and I'm gonna put I have this thermal. I don't even know what you call it. It's most. What is this called? Multimeter. Most multimeters will come with these little thermal probe things, so that's what I'm going to use to try to measure the temperature. What we're going to do is I'm going to tape it into the enclosure, basically where Voltar's was. My Morph only has 3 screws, so I don't know if that makes a difference thermally, but there is potential. Well, I guess there's holes here for the. There's holes in the front of the case too. It's not like it's a completely enclosed thing. Ugh. What am I using this for when I got these big? Oh wait, I guess it's not 3, it's 5, because there's 6 holes. FD8ers? Yeah, I don't know. I had just I don't know. I want to build something, some software thing. That's what I was working on, the thing for Discord, making a Discord mirror basically, so that you might be able to Google search messages. But there's more to that than I think I want to get into. There's actually something that I'm kind of hesitant about my approach, which was just sort of like have everyone's messages with their names by default, and then if people wanted to opt out of me archiving their messages to contact me, it probably should be the opposite. Hey, hey, CO. Hi, Eric. Righty Tyson. Yeah, these are like really in there. And actually, I'm not really sure why he used machine screws instead of, or they use machine screws instead of like coarse threaded screws, because there's no. This is just going into plastic. But you know, it's sort of not really that important. I'm not really going to talk about I guess we can if you want to, the price drop. I guess I'll just mention it. So instead of it being $400, the base unit, so not the version that has the analog bridge, just so what I'm holding basically is the HDMI input one. They're dropping the price to what, $275 or something. So, and you know, people have been talking about it back and forth about like why is such a drastic price drop, but I talked with Dan about it, and he mentioned that I don't think he mentioned that there wasn't a hardware revision, so it's not like it's optimized as far as I know. He told me that most of the cost savings came from them being able to source chips themselves, kind of. So like they were, according to him, he said that they were letting the fab source the parts, or most of the parts, if not all of them. And so that is why, they just now were looking at the price of the FPGAs, or actually the HDMI chip or something. So this is the FPGA, right? This thing? I believe this is the thing that I've got to tape it to. Let me get some Captain tape. I'm trying to bang this out really quick because I gotta wait 20 minutes before I can test the temperature. This was on actually most of the day, not with any input running, but I don't know if I'm going to be streaming with Game Top's music though, because okay, so we got to position this somewhere where the thing can come out of the case, but it still needs to be mostly enclosed. Don't let fab sources and components. Yeah, that's what I mentioned. 8-track. So, you know, I don't know much about it, so I can't really speak to that much. I mean, I guess I just take Dan's word for it. I don't, you know. I think people are right to be skeptical if they want to be. From the number, he mentioned something about the HDMI chip costing X amount before, and now it's X. Like, it didn't add up to the $125 total price drop. So it's possible that they are cutting. Not only did they find some other sources for their chips, but possibly they are taking a less profit from it as well. I'm not sure, but I mean, I think that most of this. So this is what I'm doing, right? I'm doing the right thing. This guy. I think you know, it's sort of not. People just need to wait for the analog bridge, really. I mean, they could talk about it, but it's incomplete. I've said that before, right? Like, Dan has sent me this unit. I have an affiliate link to sell these, right? If I wanted to, and I don't think it's a bad device as it is, but it's not for most people yet. So it's like I've been just not really talking about it. I mean, I made like 5 streams testing different consoles and stuff. So you know, I was happy with what I was testing, but it's incomplete, right? Until the analog bridge comes out. All right, so I think we're good with that. I don't believe the explanation, honestly. I'm a much smaller operation and I price check every major. Yeah, I mean, I think that might be your advantage, right? Because you can, and you kind of need to like self-source or tell them exactly where you want people to buy the components from, but they might, because of depending on how many they make. I don't really know that much about it. I've also been told that there's fan mounts already in the case somewhere. Is that this? Like, there's no cutouts, but there are. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it might be wise for them to have. Well, I guess we'll have to find out. We still have to cook with this thing, so we got to put this back. I'm not going to screw it back together, obviously, because I'm going to try to close it as best I can, right? So it is enclosed, except for the part with the thermocouple. So now I got to plug it in. I'm just curious. Let's get this thing. Watch my battery die. It doesn't really need to be on right now. So right now, just the temperature is 23. And it was on, like I said, most of the day, but not doing anything. So make sure your thermocouples are actually. So this is correct, right, Voltar? This is what you did? This guy? Just kind of like Captain taped in there. It doesn't have to be, I mean, it's touching it, but it's not. I think that's fine, you know, good enough, right? So I don't know how much more to talk about the price drop thing. Like I said, I think it's pretty, either way, it's kind of irrelevant. I feel like people should wait for the analog bridge. Now, I will mention, and I don't know if Dan wants me to, well, you know, I don't know. I don't know if he wants me to talk about it, but now the more I think about it, so I'm just gonna plug it in now. I'm putting it over here. The BOM reduction doesn't make any sense to me if they were in the fab, procure components. Yeah, I mean, that's what he told me, so I don't know if that makes them not smart. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know. To me, it would kind of make sense if they were struggling getting everything. You know, they might have just said, you know, enough's enough. Let's just have them. All right, so I got my output plugged in. I don't exactly know how I'm going to do this. Voltar, did you have the volume playing from that video, which I need to find? So let me. The best that I could do, I have an iPhone and I don't have any kind of cable that allows me to get video out. Actually, I do have my laptop. It's pretty crappy, but I suppose for the sake of science, I can use my laptop. And I have a USB Type-C dongle. That should work. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm preparing, oh God, it's not charged. We need to have that 1080p video playing for 20 minutes. So I'm turning my laptop on, we're gonna try that. Is this Last Christmas again? Get the hell out of here. Not listen to that. Oh no, it's Pokemon music. Okay, that's acceptable. What does Dan want to talk to you about? I don't know. I have like a small history. I mean, I talked to him about. I guess he's vented to me. I guess, you know, I don't really have anything to offer him other than, you know, these kind of videos where I just show people stuff. It's not like I'm really a master of none, for sure. Not to put myself down, but I mean, I do the best that I can, but I'm not an engineer all right, so let's go to Twitter on here. Twitter. Now let's see. I need my other HDMI. So I'm getting my HDMI cable. I'll show you the setup, I suppose, when I'm ready. I just don't have, I've like run out of room in life. Okay, so the cover is on still. Plug in the input. I guess I could probably turn off the, ooh, 33 degrees right now. I could probably turn off the multimeter for now, because I don't want to kill the battery. It'll automatically turn off itself anyway, so. Oh, that's, okay, so it worked? Okay. All right, let me see what resolution it's outputting. Let me bring this over here. I like this Dell laptop, but it's very old at this point. All right, I'm trying to. Oh no, it's asking me to log in. I know it sounds like I'm not doing anything, but I'm trying. I'll explain at the end. Sign in. Oh my god, this laptop is exploding. Finish update. Okay, you know what? Probably needs a reboot. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh no, it's updating. Okay, well, we're gonna leave that for a minute. I need the 3.99 unstable firmware. No, why in the unstable firmware? All right, let's see what I've got. Let's see what my the Morph is doing right now. Whoa. So that's my computer restarting. While it's, for some reason the TV remote control feature has stopped working on my TV. It used to work, so I used to be able to use my LG. I don't know what happened in this scene with the phone. The phone just doesn't like this scene. See how the video is all squished? I just go with it. Anyway, so I used to be able to use my phone instead of. I don't like the Morph remote. I just don't like it. So, so you were testing on that unstable firmware? I mean, so does that mean it's not gonna overheat if it's on the stable firmware? Because that doesn't seem fair, right? Because like I normally would just stick to the stable firmware, unless it's really something that, you know, I want to test. But so that's not. But so that's an asterisk that a lot of people should know, right? Because until it comes to the stable firmware, I don't know. So is that what people want me to see? Is just reproduce that the unstable firmware is unstable? That doesn't. I could try it. I mean, I guess as people want to see. I'm just staring at the remote. I'm out of it right now. Okay, so I have what? Okay, so I have my my laptop's working. I'm on 372, so people don't want that. They want me to go to system, right? System. I have to change the update channel. It's the testing one is update, right? Or unstable, right? Early access upcoming features. Now, it doesn't seem... Oh, and my capture card is being obnoxious. Well, let's update, and then I'm going to restart. For some reason, this capture card is giving me a lot of grief. I might swap it to the other one, the Retro one. So let's just do that while we're waiting. This is a firmware offered to the public, and not, but it doesn't even say unstable. It says testing, right? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess if it's possible to press the buttons on the menu to break your device, I guess that's fair. All right, we're 40% through. Right? I'm not. Is that unreasonable to think that? I don't know. Maybe, you know, it is true that. I don't know. Especially with the. Like I'm thinking specifically the Retro 5X. Like I would go to the unstable all the time because there was features that I would use with the 5X. So that's fine. I'm not against doing it, right? Just to see if the conditions are reproducible. So I'm updating. Got to change the channel to testing. Yeah, I already did that. Or is it not downloading the right firmware? Maybe I have to update to this one first. Anyways, that's not really what we're even gonna do tonight. Let's I don't know what I'm clicking. Okay. So while that's going, updating, we'll switch back to it in a second. Let's talk about this. This thing is awesome. So actually, I didn't even take the NES out. Probably should take the NES out. The right NES, anyways. Let's see. Which one is the right one? Oh man, because Voltar's here, I want to talk about how I got roasted today in Twitter. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I shouldn't even bring it up. I have a lot of things to do. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. No, we can do it. I'm not against not doing three. Okay. Not against not doing 399. That's what I'm here for. All right. Oh, it's updating a bunch. Oh no, it's not. It's installing the firmware. So I don't know why it didn't go directly to the newest. Maybe it has to do it in chunks. Maybe it has to go to a specific one to then to go to the next one. All right. So last time we saw the Slot Master. Is this screwed? No, it is not. Last time we saw the Slot Master, it wasn't working. So this is Merlin Shaw's creation, I suppose, but then Greg from Laser Bear kind of got a hold of it and jazzed it up a bit. So this is sort of it's a replacement 72-pin cartridge slot thing for the NES. But I didn't test it the first time I built it on stream. So I was having I had problems with it between the first stream and the second stream. Just my own personal testing. So the next time I did a stream, I tried to diagnose some of those things. You can go watch that stream if you want to. But long story short, apparently there were some issues with Everdrive. So I pretty much exclusively use an Everdrive, just personally. And I also, between then and now, I tested the Nintendo drawer and had some issues with my Everdrive also. Apparently, this is from like 2018, and the PCB thickness is 0.1 millimeters thicker than a normal PCB. Hey, Belmont. So the thickness of my Everdrive causes it to not be the most smooth in the Nintendo drawer. But anyways, I've talked with Rocker Gaming, and I sent him actually my Everdrive, and he sent me a fix for the Nintendo drawer. But that's for another stream. Apparently, so that apparently will help this. But I think there's an electrical issue with the Merlin Shaw kits, and actually these were kits sent from Laser Bear. So Merlin Shaw designed the PCBs, but Laser Bear produced them and mailed them out as a kit. So I think I got to the point where most normal games were working, like normal cartridge games were working. But I didn't really test that many. I only have, well, I have quite a bit, but I ran into the Everdrive issue, so we kind of left it there. Either Merlin found this out or somebody mentioned that the traces on Merlin's original PCB design were not thick enough. The power traces were not thick enough. So the second stream, I spent adding extra wires. You can kind of barely see them because it's black wire on black PCB. Hey, Scruffy, how you doing? Dan confirmed the overheating on the unstable firmware, and the heat can't be controlled with software. They will either replace the case or supply a fan. If the heat can't be controlled, oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, so long story short, with this is the first iteration. Well, one of the first iteration ones. This is what Laser Bear had originally started sending out to people. So I had problems with my Everdrive. So some people were figuring out ways to fix this, and I think Zaxor was somebody that mentioned, let me just get the other piece that I've got, that for every signal trace, you probably should have a ground trace between the cart slot and the PCB. So that's what kind of started like the whole redesign sort of scenario, right? To find a solution to double up on the traces, to have a ground wire between every thing. I guess that should improve things. So, is it mentioned on here? JD Silva, actually, he sometimes pops in here. JD Silva designed this piece, which is like an interposer kind of thing. So instead of having the original design, which we're going to get out of here in a second, uses a long flex cable, and actually you can see it underneath. I'm just going to switch back. Hold that thought. So yeah, the ribbon cable will hold that thought. Let's switch back to... Yeah, this capture card really just hates this thing, doesn't it? I'm not sure it's the Morph either. I think it's just this one capture card, but it could be the Morph. All right, let's restart and see what the newest firmware can do. Mr. Eisenhower. Yeah, no, the Twin Famicom works great. It's such an addicting, the Famicom disc loading thing. I just would sit there and be like, cycle discs through it for no reason. It's pretty good. I liked it. Yeah, and it seemed to work with a few different games that I had. So, all right, so I guess this is a valid version. Now let's go back, but that's not the version that we need. So we need to go back into the menu. Menu. How do you even menu? Okay. Video. Oh, you know what? Did I not click the... Oh, I went to the video. System. Firmware. Update channel. Yeah, we're on testing, right? So that's fine. Let's go back. Check for update. Oh, did he get rid of the update? Huh. That's interesting. Maybe he rescinded the update so that new people couldn't get it because of that issue. Is it possible to update it? Here, let's go to the Webernet. To the Webernet. It is testing. Oh, there's an unstable. There's a third option. Oh gosh. Okay. Jeez. All right. Why did I put it on testing then? I thought there was only two. Didn't seem like it, but it could be this remote. Okay. New version is available. Okay. I'm dumb. Problem in chair, not in computer. Okay. Got it now. Okay, sorry. Let's I'm gonna let that brew. Right, so I'm gonna start unscrewing it so that we can do the fix, and I'll kind of explain a little bit more. It'll be easier to see with the part out of here. So essentially, there's two different fixes floating out there. Okay, so Merlin Shaw chose JD Silva's as the quote-unquote official for as far as the GitHub repository is concerned. JD Silva's fix is part of the repository. So to replace the ribbon cable, I think, so it's kind of twofold, right? One, it's to double up on the ground traces or something between the signals, but also to shorten the length between the cart slot up here and the PCB. So I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so this was the original design, right? To use these, ooh, I probably should have sanded those down, but I think it's irrelevant with the fix. So the original design had these long traces, right? A long flex ribbon cable thing. So let's get this out of here. And the quote-unquote official fix is, I'm not going to use this now. I'm just going to demonstrate how it goes in, I suppose. So I think the writing is supposed to stick out. And then this would go like this. And then this would go like this. This is the NES ampersand PCB. It's got a cool name. So this would go like this. So there's no longer a ribbon cable. It's just an interposer, kind of like a weird tower power. So this is kind of more or less the repositories method. When I say the repositories, I mean Merlin Shaw's kind of like official version, right? I will be putting this, well actually, you know what, I need to take this whole stack out. I will be putting this into another console when I get the Lava RGB. I did print a whole another piece in that gross caramel colored thing. What do you mean it's still not $399? What the heck? Why is it doing this then? I'm really not trolling. It's on the unstable firmware, isn't it? It says unstable under my stupid camera. Right? Unstable. Does it need to bump up to 3.7.3 first? Chungo. it's fine. It's cool. We're getting there. It's like I'm not a robot. All right. I'm literally doing two things at the same time. Okay. Well, it says done. Let's click the button. Okay, we're getting there. There was a transitional firmware. Okay, makes sense. But I'm getting yelled at like it's my fault. It's fine, Chungo. Like it's cool. It's all good. All right, so we're on the valid. Or this is valid, I guess. Hit home. All right, so hopefully this time, if we go to System and we go to Firmware, and then we go to Update, we're gonna get 399. We got 399! Yay! There was much rejoicing. SD card not mounted. What do you mean, SD card not mounted? Do I need an SD card? What? How do you even... Oh. Do I need an SD card? Okay. Well, that could be a problem because I don't think I have a free one. Did I misclick something? Okay. Oh, it just says change log, so I guess I have to click. Okay, SD card not mounted, so I need an SD card in it in order to do that. I don't have one. Let's see. SD cards are so expensive. Not really, but kind of when you need like 500 of them. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to sacrifice one of the GameCube ones to do it. Although maybe, hopefully it won't. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't format it. That would be nice. All right, GameCube SD card. You're my only hope. I probably should read something somewhere, but ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so the SD card is going in. I didn't. Oh, it is getting pretty toasty over here. Not gonna lie. How does it go in? How does an SD card go in? Is that, it just sticks out like that? Okay, I guess it just sticks out like that. Does it need to be pre-formatted? Okay, back. Update firmware. Ah! All right, I guess I need to read. Let's see. Pixel FX. Is it probably in the Discord, isn't it? Pixel FX. Could somebody like I don't know. I need to like. Could somebody talk to somebody in the Discord and see what I need to do? I'm an idiot. Didn't prepare. I'll go in there. We're doing it live. Going in. PixelFX Discord. Do I need an SD card to install unstable 3.9.9? Okay. All right, we're moving along from this for a second until I get an answer. Okay, not this. God damn it. Okay. Anyways, like I was saying, this stack is going to go in another console. So this is like the official stack. That's going to go in another console. So we're going to take the screws out of just the top part because this whole thing is going away with the Laser Bear fix. So I'll show that in a second. Let me just make sure I didn't lose my nuts. So the nuts are still going to be in there. So we're going to temporarily take the long bolts from the kit and screw the long bolts in so we don't lose the nuts. They're just going to hold the nuts in place. Okay, so put that aside. Put the console aside. We need to take a look at the flex cable thing. I guess I could put this over here. We do it live. Okay, I got a response. You're unstable. I was unstable. I got told to go to unstable 3.9.9. Oops. Oh God, Gabe Shack just dumped the whole thing. For this update to be an easy process, you'll need to update the firmware twice. Okay. This update is big and will require an SD card for presets. Okay. Yeah, so maybe it needs to be a certain format. Okay, so I was told on the Discord that someone dumped the changelog and an SD card is required, and I don't have a free one. So I'm going to... oh, either that or I was an idiot and I didn't put the SD card in correctly. No, it's in there. It's like a stubby... Oh my God. Okay, I need to tape this better because the thermocouple thing came off. This whole thing is very toasty. Let me see just the struggles of updating. What's the temperature reading? Okay. Oops. No. Okay, with just randomly updating things, well, it's climbing because I pressed the wrong button and it changed it. Gosh darn it. Okay. I'm trying to move forward with this. So where's the flex cable? Where's the flex cable? Did I put it away somewhere? This must be the most terrible stream anyone's ever watched tonight. Okay, I found it. Okay, so does that mean that both of these... Are both of these the same? We do need to solder on these two things, which is probably the hardest part of this fix. Sorry, excuse me. And just judging by the way that the other one is, it sounds like we just need to solder both of these onto the same side, and this little bendy guy will kind of give us a little bendage like that, right? So is that there is solder mask, right, with the part number. Is it a part number? Oh no, that's the PCB, the designation thing. So I think we just do one of these. And we get to soldering. Morph using the micro SD card reader on the front of the device. Morph supports exFAT and FAT32. I figured that this GameCube one should just work then, right? Okay, so the amount of tape that I had on here was not sufficient to hold this thermocouple on. So I need to add some more thermal paste. Not thermal paste, God. Captain tape. I'm all over the place right now, I'm sorry. Okay, I found it. You guys might as well look at this stupid camera angle and groove to Gerudo Valley, apparently. Okay, I'm just gonna take another big whack of the captain tape. I'm gonna do all this, and it's gonna be like, yep, the unstable firmware is unstable. Wouldn't you know? Not to like troll anybody, but like, I don't know. Like, I guess, right? All right, let's see. Let's pop this in. I'm gonna pop the SD card into the computer, and we're gonna see what's going on. Oh, it's possible that the SD card that I'm using is so full. That didn't do anything. What? Oh, I know why. Okay, I know why. All right. We're back. I don't know what you guys can see, but I don't care. We're switching back to the computer on that screen. It's possible. I think it's because the drive was too filled. Okay. No, that's not true. It had 17. It's FAT32 formatted, so that shouldn't matter. It had 17 gigabytes. It's possible maybe that the SD card can't be hot plugged. Let's try that. Let's unplug the Morph. And let's put the SD card in. Okay, it doesn't like. It's like a low profile sort of. It is very hot over here. I don't think it's dangerously hot, but I don't really know. So I'm gonna put the cover back on. It says 51C, but I just turned it off, so. Okay, what can you guys see? Okay, you see me. It's pretty disingenuous to blame this thermal problem on firmware. Yeah, it's possible that just the whole system could be too hot, and you know, it's probably not nothing. It's probably, I don't know. Is it? I'm assuming it's more difficult to upscale from a higher resolution, right? So like 240p or 480p or whatever to 1080p. It seems like that's just more work has to be done. So while it is it's a little bit of an edge case because I don't know what you would, well, I guess like an Xbox 360 or something, right? It's a valid case, in my opinion. Okay, so now what? Oh. No, I did the wrong thing. Okay. Capture one. All right, let's get to back to the firmware menu. System. Firmware. Oh, here we go, right? Update firmware. So now I'm assuming then it was because I couldn't hot plug the SD card, right? Your unit was fragging with 1080p sources after 10 to 15 minutes. Just on this firmware? Yeah, I'm not denying it, Voltar. And other people have mentioned, maybe not the temperature specifically, but other people have in PixelFX's own Discord, they have been, a couple of people mentioned that they put heat sinks on their own Morph. So I sort of feel like, well, the RetroTink, I'm not trying to say like because the RetroTink 4K has one, the Morph needs one too, but it probably should have one, right? Like it's a high-end-ish thing, right? Not price-wise. I'm just saying it's like doing a lot of work. Okay, so this is brewing. Let's get back to, are the firmware issues new? I never really pushed it, quote unquote, to 1080p and things. Actually, Voltar mentioned to do 1080i with the PS3. I think I did test that, and there was some weirdness. I can't remember. You'd have to watch my stream. I kind of don't remember what was happening there. All right, let's focus on. So, anyways, I have been using it. I was using it, all throughout my streams, but I wasn't like trying to make it thermally, max out. Speeds above 350 megahertz, you will want to think about heat. I don't think the thermals were great at launch, but 399 looks so. Yeah, so not only could there have been thermal concerns before this update, it sounds like this firmware adds some stress. That's the least technical thing I can say, but yeah. All right, so let's solder this. I know we're doing 1,000 things at once, so let's get my iron working. Just gonna restart the Morph. Oh, I did say that. Oh, all right, let's just finish off the freaking Morph thing. Jesus. Oh, it's installing. Okay. I probably should get my knife edge tip. Maybe we could drag solder this, I suppose. Yep. So it's still updating in the background. 53%. Any high-speed DSP needs a heatsink. Yeah. Yeah, I think that, you know, that makes sense to me. Don't need to do a heck of a lot of convincing that that's probably a thing. Okay. Let's, you know what? This is almost finished updating. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Actually, you know what? I'm also gonna I'm gonna log in and try to find that video. Oh God, Windows Hello, shut up. No, I don't want to change how I sign in. All right, gotta go here. Then I've got to find. Why is Google Chrome not my default browser anymore? You son of a. All right, I'm rebooting the Morph while this is happening. But I do need to. Oh my God, 1,000 things just popped up. I'm gonna go sit on my bed for a minute. Sorry, this is the worst stream. You guys are just watching literally nothing. At least you get this jazz. Or piano, Legend of Zelda probably. Okay. God, this computer is not helping me. Were you listening to the music, Boltar, while you were streaming, or just the picture? Feed 1080p 60 or 1080p 120. It'll cook itself. Were you listening to the music, Voltar? Because if that's the case, then I can. Oh, okay, we're almost there. Wait a minute, where's my? Oh no, I have to use the. I have to use the authentication app on my phone, and my phone is the camera. I'm having a giant life crisis right now. Okay. Authenticator. Give me the numbers. Is this bad security that I'm telling you that I have security? Okay. Do the thing. All right, we're into Twitter. We did it. Step 1, Twitter. Step 2, find Voltar's video. No audio, okay. Step 2, find Voltar's video on the floor. Voltar. Scroll. Okay, found the post. There's the video. Did it. Okay. We have video. Let us full screen said video. Actually, no, before we full screen it. What is my output resolution of the computer? How do I check that? If I click the desktop, I'm gonna verbalize what I'm doing out loud. You guys can imagine that you're also watching. Okay, it's 1080p. That's fine. All right, so it's the same. It's gonna mirror to the output. Full screen it. Oh, this is a 10-hour video. Good, golden. Set it to max quality, baby. 480p. This is a 1080p video. Okay. All right. Fine. All right. The Morph is doing its thing. Let's. The capture is all messed up. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with this capture card. However, I guess should I prove all this is happening? I suppose just kind of give a rundown. Oh no, mic thing. Oh my God. feel like the guy in Fifth Element. Oh no. Corbin. Okay. So the morph is morphing. This is just the second output. This is what the morph is. So it's fine. It's full screen. Oh, I do need to confirm this firmware. The morph is morphing, right? And then over here, here's here's the setup. Okay, got a sketchy laptop, full screen, 1080p, just using the USB Type-C to HDMI outputter bobber, and then that's going to the input of the morph. Okay, that's all the proof that you need. The lid is on. Let's check the tape. I got the SD card in there. Check the tape. How's the tape situation? Are we at least fine? I think that is fine. I had to add another piece of Captain. Oh no, it's not fine. Oh no. Oh no, it's not fine. Okay, it's not. I need another piece of Captain. The temperature is going, 54. So we gotta let this baby preheat for, hold on, I'm putting you down. We gotta let this thing preheat for 20 minutes. Hey Siri, oh no, never mind. We need a way to keep, what time is it now? It's 9:52, so at 10:10, somebody in the chat yell at me. Ruby Rod, yeah. Corbin, that's how I feel right now. They're coming, Corbin. I love that movie so much. Okay. Oh god. Well, the Captain tape is not easy to, because it just melt. Like the adhesive just kind of it goes. So I need to rotate the probe so that we're actually probing. Actually, it's probably not great that the metal probe is flying all around right now, but hey, we're doing it. We're doing it live. Okay, so I've reattached the tape. I feel like I should put something non-metallic that's heavy on top of it so that it doesn't move. So I have an SD card. I'm just this is a black screen of me doing nothing. I'm gonna put this. Is that gonna make it worse? Probably. What did you say, Voltar? Make sure you rebooted the morph after the update. I think it did. It did. It had me confirm it, so I think we're good. Let me, oh crap. I have a light. Wait a minute. Okay, got a light. It's probably overexposed, but I think that's as good as I can feasibly get. Right? It's facing down, the thermocouple, or the thing. It's probably overexposed, the video. I had to put another piece of tape because the string. So I think that's the setup. We're gonna let it, it's currently, oh, the thing shut off. Okay, let me reset that. Then I gotta put the lid back on, right? Because it's gotta be lidded up. So we got the lid back. Gently so that doesn't knock everything over. I guess I wanted to make it clear that I'm not like calling BS on Voltar's thing. That's not really the whole reason I was doing this. I just wanted to be a second data point that be like, yeah, that's happening. That's all. All right, so I think we're fine. We'll check back on it in a little bit. Let's do this, the real thing. Oh gosh, what a nightmare. Why do you guys watch this stream? Okay. All right, it's cooking. Heat dome and the, well, I'm checking my thing again. This is the best I have, unfortunately, for a thermal, like a ambient temperatures is 80 F in here. So it's hot. It's very hot in here. It currently says 74 C on the thing. All right. Let's solder the thing. Should we verify, I suppose, before we solder this that it's the right way? Let's go to Is there anything else I need to do besides just the fact that it's showing input, right? The morph, this is fine. I don't have to set any settings or anything. Is there any other settings, Voltar, that you had? Other than just accepting the input? All right, let's go. Let's go to, where was this mentioned? Laser Bear? I actually didn't see it on the site. Is there any, oh, here. Here we go. I'm hungry, let's cook. Pouring concrete has been extra miserable. Oh, I bet. Okay, you set an alarm for 20 minutes, okay. Rotate the probe, yes, indeed. You don't have the metal contacting the surface? If you don't have the metal contacting the surface. I think it was. Okay, so yeah, doesn't it look, this looks fine, right? That looks like what we gotta do, is just put these puppies, solder these puppies in the back. Okay, so it should be pretty good. This is how I think everybody's gonna get their kit like this. Because, oh, I guess I should have mentioned, I think Laser Bear had stopped sending out pre-orders of these kits until the issue was resolved with designing this board. So now that this board has been designed, I think he probably is going to resume sending these out. Plus, everybody who got the original batch with the ribbon cable is going to get one of these, or you probably already have it. So let's kind of secure it first. Let's get one of these. One of those, okay. And then we'll like push it down and let it cool. Okay. So let's do one over on the end. Let him cook. Okay. All right, let's drag solder, yay! I'm at just normal temperature, 350. You could just do this individually. You don't have to hurt, if you're not comfortable with this, you don't have to do it this way. It just probably would be easier. If I get an ad split notification again from this video, I gotta stop doing Game Chops music. I like it a lot. I listen to Game Chops music during work. But yeah, because they mentioned that you can stream this no problem. Like you have permission to stream. They're like a label. Okay, so this one's looking a little gnarly down here, but that's fine. We'll keep going. Oh, hey, it's JD Silva. We just showed off your fix thing. The Tower of Power. This middle guy, what is it called in the back? The NES ampersand. Yes. So this is going to go into another console, and I'm gonna try to get this working. Hopefully with the lava RGB. Voltar, if you're still here, have you? Well, I know that they're not easy to get, and we're still trying to figure out the bill of materials because Retro Castle never posted them. But we're trying to get a lava RGB built. Well, I'm trying to. PCBWay is sponsoring. They're going to sponsor a video, and ManCloud and a couple of other people, or another person, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. They worked on getting the bill of materials and the Gerber files in a good enough state that they can be assembled. So I'm having PCBWay assemble some. lava RGBs. So I don't know if you've ever have you ever seen one or used one yet. Don't know. Don't know anybody who has. The only thing I know, Bob has had a lava FC, that Famicom HDMI board, or all-in-one console thing, but not the RGB mod. Okay, so I think this one is fine. So now we just gotta do this other one. The RGB chip will be difficult to find. I got one from eBay. I don't know if they're real, but somewhere. I have just literal crap all over my house here. Not like literal crap, but I have a lot of stuff all over my room, and so it's just disorganized. But I do have the RGB amp. Okay. What is a reliable place to buy an OpenTendo? Just the PCB, you mean, or a kit? Because I don't think anybody's selling a kit. The problem with this stuff is the solder splash. Well, I suppose it's actually probably flux. Not. Yes, there's like flux splash. I don't think that's solder because I don't think it burned through this. We could get at it with some IPA. Let's do the other one. So make sure, I suppose, that the connector side is up. So actually, when this is all soldered, it's like an all black sort of thing. It's kind of sick, actually. So I like this. Come on, man, get in the hole. Okay. How's the Morph doing? Morph is morphin'. Check the temps. 78. Check the thermocouple. It's coupling. It's not, my lid is not like 100% all the way down, but I don't want to break it. Okay. I don't think it mattered which way. Who was I talking to about the OpenTendo? I don't know, Scott Snyder, if there's a way. I self-sourced mine. I'm not saying that that's the best way, but there could, somebody could work on selling a kit. I don't know. Bonzo's trying to get me to sell hardware, make kits, and sell kits. Maybe that's something I should do. I don't know. Oh, that's not what you guys want to watch. You want to watch this. Get on it. I guess I should, because I built one and I have all these streams about the OpenTendo. It is morphin' time, kind of. Oh God. Oh God. Got a big lob. Oh no, this side is proving more difficult. It's probably because of the air conditioner, if I'm being honest. Maybe not enough solder. We can touch these ones up in the middle in a minute. It's kind of going nowhere. Ah. Okay, well, this side didn't go as well as the other side did. Oh god, did I just bridge all those pins? I did. That's pretty cool, but not what you want to do. You know, the problem I'm having is my air conditioner is on. Turn the air conditioner off. Where's the switch? As if it couldn't get any hotter in here. 7-ish minutes to go for the Morph. This is 77 degrees. Oh god, I ruined this perfectly good flex cable. I didn't ruin it, I just mean making it dirty. It's too much solder. Too much. Oh god, it's gross. Okay, I think this is fine. Let's do the other side. Oh, I think my thing just turned off. Beep, 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 beep. The multimeter. Okay, let's do this one. This side, I mean. This side went better. Oh. Okay. All right, let's see if we can try to clean this up a little bit. I think the soldering is probably fine. I don't really see any big bridges, but I think a lot of people will kill me if I just leave it gross. Bridges are fine. Better for conductivity, yep. It should fix any gray screen issues. That's funny. I'm just looking at it. Would you just look at it? Oh, excuse me. think I might be making it worse. Okay, that's fine. Gonna leave that as is. I don't see any bridges, and everything seems to be soldered okay. Now we just got to. I want to take some flux off. So we're gonna do the Leon method. Or yeah, Leon. Put some IPA on it. Let it chill for a second. Then I'm just gonna use a normal paper towel. If you had lint-free ones or something, you probably should use those. Put that on top. Spray that. And get your nastiest toothbrush. And do this. Not like a real toothbrush that you use, but you know. This was a fresh toothbrush, okay? I didn't actually use this before I... Okay, so the bottom, and then we'll do the top. Just gonna try to get some of the splashes in the middle here. It's probably not gonna look great. And then Leon's method is basically just do that over, like do that again. So like you could see all the flux. I mean, you can't really tell because the white balance is weird on the camera right now, but you could. This is white. This is not white. This is all the flux residue. So that's you know, it's not gonna be 100%, and there's a chance that you're gonna leave lint and stuff on the board, but it might get some of the flux off. It's not like, if you're just, well, the MG Chemicals, if not one thing, you know, I don't love this MG Chemicals liquid flux, but it doesn't really leave a residue that much. It's the flux from the solder that actually leaves the most residue. At least the solder that I use, the Kester 63. Oh, you can see there's still gross chunks of the flux in there. Or I'll do one more. Let's check our time to check the morph. All right, 1080p to 1080 120. All right, let's see. Let's check the morph has been morphing. Just I know the capture is strange, but I can at least bring the menu up. See, right now we're doing 1920 by 1080p input to 4K. Let me just check the voltage or the. So it says 78. Let's check my probe. The probe. Ah, it is hot. See, the problem, you know, my probe might not be making the best contact, or I mean, it looks fine. But or the probe itself could be bad. Like this is a very unscientific thing that I'm doing, at least. So it feels hot. I can't really test it any better than the tools that I've got. If I had a FLIR or something, you know, I would, I would definitely be using a FLIR if I had one. So now we're gonna go to self checkout for the thing in the menu. You mean? My ambient is still 80 degrees according to my thing. Where's the remote? Okay. So there, somewhere in here, there's a self-report thing, right? System probably. Info. Where is the thing? The temperature thing. Oh, debug self-test. So it says 71. So my probe says 76, 77. Should we move it to 1080p 120? I guess 120 output. 120 output. I mean, it's not exactly the same temperature, but it's not that far off in my right. So 72C versus I'm measuring 77. But again, it's not an exact measurement. I did the best that I could. I'm trying to push the probe down. Let me see if I can readjust. Or like, what happens if I hold the probe, I suppose, and not short it out or something? What if I hold it there? I mean, it's not 64. The lid is off, so it's kind of not really the same. I don't really have a grand way of keeping the probe in place. Okay, I adjusted it a little bit. All right, I adjusted it so that the metal, the problem is my probe, it's like it's got a, what is it? Heat shrink around it. And like the probe is like in the middle of the heat shrink. So it's like if you press just the whole ribbon or the whole cable down, the probe is like right in the middle and it doesn't really touch anything. So I had to like prop it down. So this is not really great. I'm doing the best that I can to try to reproduce this. All right, let's just let that cook a little longer. Let's see if we can finish the thing first. Just let it keep going. This is also a 480p video. I don't know if that matters. I think it's just the idea is just to have as much static as possible, but if I recall correctly, 1080p 60 to 120 uses more power. Okay. So you want me to switch to that one then? Should I switch to the other 120 mode? Where's the tweezers? Just need a little bit of a spudger to try to get some of these bits of flux off. Okay. All right, so I'm going to switch it to the 120 mode. Go back out of here. Wait, what did that say? 69. Ha. Then we got video. Advanced video? How do we do that? Oh, output resolution. There we go. 1080 120. There we go. Oh yeah, I should be fine with this. Yeah, this works. My capture card is good with that. Okay. So we're at 1080p 120 output. So let's let that sit. 72C right now, but I just put the cover back on not too long ago. Is this Castlevania. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to get every little bit of flux off right now. I don't have a ultrasonic cleaner. Maybe someday. But that's as good as we're going to get. And then we got both the things. So let's get this installed in... we could do this. Let's put it in here first. Okay, so zoom out. And we're going to back our bolts out to make sure we don't lose our nuts. And it says that this is the top piece, so that's going to go like that. Okay, one. Time to full send. Yep. I'm excited. I can't wait for this thing to work. All right. So unless I made some bridges, some Jeff bridges, this should be fine. It's, oh God, it's gross down here. Off stream, I'm gonna do a better job of cleaning this because that's not acceptable. All right. Oh, I forgot. I also have to get my NES RGB cables out for this because, yeah. All right. So now we take this guy. This is the lower one. Okay. And that is going to give us that. Oh, is that my phone? Oh, my timer did actually go off. That's funny. Siri, listen to me. Or that was something else. I don't know what that was. Okay. So I need my screws. The longer ones in the back. What is this song? Is it like a medley? Funky Fireman. Oh, I thought they had this on, I had this on shuffle, but it's just playing a bunch of dub tendo. So I turned shuffle on. Not that I don't like dub, but we've had a bunch of that. Okay. Ah! This reminds me of when I had subwoofers in my car. Kind of miss them. If you know, you know. Right. Screw all these in better. Oh God, it's storming out there. Hopefully my power doesn't go out. All right. Boop. Yeet. All right, cool. Yeetus. Now I need, ooh, you know what we could do? We could test out the, so now I need my cables. So let's get the SCART cable, because that's the NES RGB. I gotta follow the, let's play follow the cable. I have so many cables just all over the place. Follow the cable. There it is. Found it. Okay, got my retro axis SCART cable. This is like the only cable, or no, this is my super gun. Use the NES RGB port. Nothing else. So we can get some audio going into, I guess. Why not? Oh, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. That was a weather alert on my iPhone. That's what that was. That wasn't an alarm. We got some weird storm going on right now. All right, so now we got that plugged in. Let me get my what are these called? My Mr. Add-ons. Reflex Volt cables. Not a sponsor or anything. He did send them to me, but just trying them out. Not the GameCube ones though. One interesting thing is that it labels the consoles. Oh no, it doesn't. Does it? Oh, it does. So that's the Genesis Model 2 one. Jaguar. NES front loader, top loader. Oh, found it. Okay. Nice. So the red one is for the Famicom. According to this thing, right? NES front loader, top loader, Famicom, AV Famicom, Famicom disk system. Cool. All right, let's plug it in. And we can full send. Can you explain what issue this is fixing? Sure. I'll try to be quick. I know this stream has been not really super easy to follow because I'm doing two things at the same time. But when I first was doing, so you mean in general? So in general, the Slot Master is a 72-pin replacement for the NES. You can kind of Google that. The original front loader, over time the pins wear out just because of the mechanism. Kind of like, it's like a spring-loaded mechanism. You push the card in and you kind of fold it down. But the pins are kind of springy. So eventually they'll kind of lose tension and they stop working. Apparently, that's never happened to any console that I've owned, but it's a thing. So, Merlin Shaw developed the NES Slot Master, which is an interesting mechanism. I'll show you the original one. This is actually Merlin Shaw's version. Laser Bear produced it, but it's based on the Merlin Shaw design. So it's basically, the idea is to move. Oh, so let me back up. The Blinking Light Win was an older replacement for the 72-pin. Blinking Light Win. The problem with the Blinking Light Win is something called death grip. Basically, it is too hard to pull the cartridge out of the NES once it's in there, just because of the mechanism. You can kind of Google that too. So the Slot Master tries to fix the death grip by moving the actual cartridge slot mechanism or slot itself about an inch forward, so it gives you more room to pull the cartridge slot out. So it uses a new cartridge slot, so that should fix the 72-pin original issues, but you should be able to pull it out. We were having problems with ours when we got the kit from Laser Bear. It wasn't working with my Everdrive. So long story short, people theorized that it was because of this flex cable design of the original one being either too long. Zaxor mentioned that there was not ground, that maybe there should be grounding for every data pin. You should have some grounding wire as well. So JD Silva developed this like little interposer so that it removes the flex cable or the floppy disk cable, So this is one way to fix that problem, is to use this. I haven't tested this yet, but that's the Merlin Shaw fix, I suppose, for that issue, because my Everdrive here wasn't booting with the original design. So this is the updated design. I haven't tested this one yet. But because Laser Bear was the one who was selling the kits, Laser Bear came up with his own solution for the issue of the Everdrives not working and some other games not working, and that is this flex cable. So if you ordered the Laser Bear kit for the Slot Master, which a lot of people did because that was really the only way unless you wanted to self-source a kit yourself and 3D print it yourself. If you did order from him, he's sending out replacement flex cable. So we're just testing that out to see if it works. What's the temp? Current temp 67. It's gone down. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, ouch. It feels hot to my fingers. I don't know. It's possible that this is a bad probe. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm kind of at a dead end with that. I can't get it to do the thing. So anyways, the Slot Master, if you order them now, you should be getting this version of the NES Slot Master from Laser Bear with this flex cable kit. So we're about to test it now. I hope that was enough information. If you want 8-bit Bishop, let me know. I can give you more details. So let's get the RetroTink that's going on the other. Now I'm glad I have both of those scalers because I can actually test while the Morph is going. I can. Okay, so here's the problem I'm having with the RetroTink. I haven't restarted it yet. Normally I have to every single time, but let me show you the issue that I'm having. Let's see if it does it. I have to find the thing first. I have to find, gosh. Okay, so switch to second output there. Now I get to see the output of the RetroTink. Now we've changed the input of the RetroTink to SCART. Okay, now let's check if the Nintendo's plugged in. It is. All right, let's test it. So let's go to overhead cam and let's see if we get a blinking light first. Okay, we do. All right, fine. Let's check the video output. That is not good news. Okay. Whoop. Okay, we have some black blinking. So now we are getting a blinking red light. Let's try with a cartridge, real cartridge. What was working before Super Mario Brothers? I don't know. I don't remember. So we got Super Mario Brothers. Let's probably try a real cart. All right, burnt. Okay, no blinking red light. But you also notice that there is no video output on the RetroTink, right? Black screen. So I'm going to turn the NES off. I need to reboot the RetroTink. Basically, when I say reboot, I unplug the USB cable and I plug it back in. That's what I reboot. I don't think there's a reboot function in there, is there? I'm at an out-of-date firmware probably, but it has none of the firmware updates yet have fixed this issue. So now I go back to input and I go down to RGB. Okay, now let's see if we can get Mario. Hey, we got Mario. So that's the problem I have with the RetroTink is every time I need to reboot it. Every stream I have to reboot it. Not a huge deal, but I don't know. Don't know. I'm also not there's probably a newer firmware as well. I need a controller. Looking for a controller. This is probably out of batteries, isn't it? Oh, it's not. Look at that. Oh, we have audio. Okay. All right, so Mario is working. Got Mario working. Right? No problems. All right. Did you use the RetroTink with a dedicated? Yes, I have a dedicated 2+ amp. The ones I'm using are Anchor. I don't know what they are. I can show you what they are, but they're high enough power. And I've had other ones too that I've used. At one point, I found that the issue was I was using both the Morph and the Retro on the same power supply. But since then, I bought their own. Each of them have their own. So that shouldn't be the problem. All right, so looks like carts still work. Now I will have to say that I'm starting to understand that my Everdrive is sort of a black sheep because it's the older style. But I don't think it should red blinking. Oh! Okay, now we have blinking green screen. That's strange. Oh, it is blinking red. Okay. Well. You guys probably can't see. I'm getting a blinkerino on my flash cart. I guess I could try to prove that it's not the flash cart. The anchor power supplies, USB power delivery, yes they are. Well. Okay, interesting. Artemis, that could actually be the issue, because they are USB Type C. I didn't think about that. Okay, let's see. I won't be able to test it now, but I'll have to acquire. Wait, 5 volts, 2 amps. Did the Retro come with one? It probably did, huh? I don't have a 2+ amp one, but I've got a 2 amp one. 5 volts, 2 amps. I'll have to do it. I'll have to think about that. I'll have to get a better power supply. Maybe Anchor makes one that's USB Type A. That's an interesting idea, Arthurus. Thanks for the. Oh, I have to redo this part? Press reset 8 times. Try updating the Everdrive? Is the NES getting enough power? Well, all right. So let's get the other NES out. Oh, you know what? It's not going to freaking work. When you need an NES that works, that's not RGB mounted. Because the Slot Master, I'd have to update the Slot Master. Actually, no, it worked though, didn't it? I'm pretty sure it works. So let's get the one with the Nintendo drawer. Just to prove that the Everdrive works as is. I don't think that's the issue. How is our heat doing? 68. I think the heat went down with the 120 test. So this is, like I said, it's the Mr. Adams Reflex Volt with the power supply that he recommends. So we're gonna connect that to this one. It's not the same connector, so we can just unplug this for now. I need to get my SCART cable though, or my component cable though. So now I need the multi-out HT Retrovision cable. Oh, actually, I don't know. Did this have a problem booting the Everdrive? I'm not sure. Okay, so this one has the Nintendo drawer in it. Oh, there's a Adventure of Link. Went. So let's put the see this is the Nintendo drawer. Do not press down. So the Everdrive's in. Got the same connector, so the same power supply, but we're using. I have to switch to component now because this is the multi-out one. Let's do that. I do have an old Everdrive. The new flex cable did work with my Everdrive Pro. Yep. Put an Everdrive power on, press reset a bunch of times. Really, that works? Okay, we can try that. All right, let's go to capture. I've got to change to component here, and all right, let's just test it as is. Green boy. Oh, nope. Work first try. All right, let's try a game. Where's my my controller? Okay. What PSU is that? This is the Mr. Add-on's Reflex Volt, the USB power delivery cable. NES test. What is this? Video RAM. I don't know. I don't remember playing this last. Oh, this must have been what, because I sent this to Rocker Gaming. He must have used this game. Here, let me turn off the sound for a minute. Oh, was I just playing the music? That's funny. That's funny. Okay, press A and B together. Whoa. Okay, press any button. Okay, how do you do the in-game reset with the NES RGB4? I don't remember. Let's just restart it. Yeah, Voltar, DJ Tip, yeah, I'm trying Voltar. I tried. I think this is probably a bunk. Let me show you again. It's possible that this is a bad thing here. Where's my light? So I don't know what's happening. I guess I'll kind of shortly. That's a dumb word. Quickly wrap up. I don't know what's happening with the new Slot Master flex cables. It doesn't work with my Everdrive still. I don't know if anybody else is having issues. I did see somebody else was having some issue, but I don't know if that was a short with their flex cable. I'm looking still for the light so I could show my setup here. Oh, you know what else too? The cover has been on. Oh no, I just took the cover off. I'm an idiot. Where's my damn light? Man, I'm disorganized. Let's see, where's the light? Hello, light. Oh, I put it back probably, huh? No, oh, I did. Ha. Wow. Okay. All right. You're coming with me. Hop in, losers. Oh, God. Okay. Ah! Hello. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Okay. My phone is very hot. Okay. I had to alter the blue. Let's see. Is this overexposed on your guys' end? No, it's. I mean, it is a little bit actually. Ah! I just dropped everything. God. No, Morph is fine. I dropped the hold on, I'm doing 1,000 things. Okay, let's prop the. Oh, stormy. You guys hear that thunder? Okay, let's prop the light up over here. Maybe crank it up a little bit. Okay. That should be fine. I just pulled it off, so that's my bad. Let's try not to touch everything with it. Trying to get it right onto that capacitor so that my Morph shorts out. Jesus. All right, get rid of that tape for now. So I was mentioning before, I don't know if you heard, my probe kind of sits in the middle of that the heat shrink. So I had to like snake it. So like that. That's what you're talking about, right? So let me take this tape off. I can't actually see what you're commenting if you're commenting, but I understand what you're trying to say. So you'll want to do like that. But I've got no great way of holding it like that. right? So like that's what you're trying to say, right? So let me put you guys down. Put the tape back on like that. Let me get that other piece of tape. Oh God, I just pulled it all off. Great. I'm gonna get another piece of tape and I'm gonna like put it on top of it. You also take the blue tape? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's bring it up here and do some. I'll have to reach out to Greg about the. I don't know. That's a sort of a weird issue, right? With my Everdrive, it's possible that he didn't test with my old ass Everdrive, so that's. It's possible it could work for you, and it works with real carts, so it's not like it's worse. It's just my Everdrive is still an enigma. So let's get my probe back over here. So you're saying to take this off. Oh, hey, hey, Greg. Okay, well, Greg's here. That's more. I want to do this, and I trust you, Voltar, that you're telling me sage advice. But Greg is here, and I need to talk to him about what the title of this video is about. Okay, Greg. Got the new flex cable in, right? So I don't know if you've watched. You probably haven't because they're kind of long, but we sort of uncovered a problem. Where is my freaking Everdrive now? Oh my God. When I was testing the Slot Master or the Nintendo drawer, I don't think this is an issue. I'll just give you these details, whether they make sense or not. Doesn't really matter. I have an older Everdrive. This is from about 2018. Long story short, the PCB thickness is actually 0.1 millimeters thicker. So I don't think that's what's going on here, but I'm having the same problem now with this still, I suppose, with this flex cable that I was having originally with the original Merlin Shaw setup. So just to kind of show, I have, I don't know what kind of equipment that you're using to test. This is a NES with a NES RGB. This is my oldest. This is like a 1.4 or something. This is probably from 2017 or 2018, but should be fine. Got the Mr. Add-ons reflex volt cable. I was using a triad last time I was doing this, and that was the same thing. So it should be, I don't think it's the power supply. So then I got to plug in my NES RGB. Which direction? This way? Which way does this guy go up? Sorry. Okay, like this. And like that. Okay. So I'll just show, it's powered on, right? So I'm going to just turn it on. And I'm getting the blinking red light. But if I use a normal cart, and I'll show the screen too. It's not like it's just the Everdrive that I'm having a problem with. Whereas this is a normal cart. It's on the floor. What's on the floor? Everything is on the floor. No blinking red light. And I can show, if we switch to the retro tank, I don't know if he's still here. Is Laserbear still here? Probably like, I'm out. Let's switch to, this needs to be SCART, RGB SCART. Okay, now we turn it on. All right, so carts work fine. Normal carts work fine. At least, I have not tested every single one, but I know at least that this works. I know Super Mario works. I know Yonoid. Let's test Yonoid. And somebody was mentioning something about long and short pins. I'm unsure about that. Okay, hey, Yonoid works now. It wasn't working before. So I don't know. It can't possibly be the thickness of the PCB, right? Because that just doesn't seem. That doesn't seem right. It seems more like it would be like a power thing, like the original problem that from my limited research, that was the reason that people were recommending to do, or even Merlin was recommending to do this, right? Like doubling up on the wires with the ground and power everywhere. So this also didn't fix my Everdrive issue. And I haven't actually tested this yet. This is the NES Ampersand. So this is the JD Silva fix for the ribbon cable delete. I don't know. Is updating the Everdrive? The Noid is cursed. My first gen Everdrive won't boot in the first version, but it does work on all 15 flexes I tested. Interesting. So you probably have, this is probably the same or similar-ish version to mine. That is something. Okay. Well, I might as well try to test updating it. That I have to use the SD card for that, right? Let me see. Let's go to the computer. Let me turn my freaking AC back on. It's hot. If you didn't, it's 84 in here now. I tried to cook that Morph. I guess I was just doing it wrong. Okay. Let's see. Everdrive. Firmware. How do you Everdrive OS update? Is this what it is? OS update? What this is for the Everdrive 64. Get out of here. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to go through and find the. Is there a better website? Probably not the NA Pro. Is there a better website to find the most up-to-date firmware? I can't imagine that there has been a firmware update for this. Try to set the region on the Everdrive like something suggested before. What do you mean, set the region? Clean it? Maybe. I mean, I gave this to Rocker Gaming when he was testing his Nintendo. So it was working for him. Oh, oh, I just took it out. I'm like, why is the SD card not in there? Because I just took it out. Freaking dumb. Press reset. Why is the setting? Okay, that's what changes the region in the Everdrive. Oh, you know what's possible? Because the Nintendo, you have to do that. You have to hit reset a bunch of times. Does that change the region of the Everdrive? Huh. Something goofy going on with the CIC. Okay, that could be possible, right? So I hit reset a bunch of times. How do I know when it's stopped? Oh, green light. Okay, so I have a green light on now. Sorry, I didn't do this over the. This light was not on before. So let's power cycle it again. Nope. Let's check the video. What is the video doing? Nope. Okay, the green light is on. Still this. Oh, okay, I'm going to go to downloads. Let's see if I can just get the most up to date. So Everdrive. This would be what? Everdrive N8. Original series. OS. I can't really boot it. So that's weird, right? The green light is on. Does that... Solid power light. When the green light comes on, you mean? No, the power light's off. Well, let's see. No, it still blinks. It still blinks. Sorry, I probably should be doing this on the thing, but green light is on now after smashing the like button. But we still get the flashes. But both lights are on now. Well, it's worth it to try to update the firmware now. So we need the SD card. Cleaning it won't hurt, I suppose, but I'll have to take it all apart. I don't have a I guess I could just use... all right, let's do the OS first, because I got this out already. And then we could clean it. My Morph is just baking over there. Okay. Set. I'd have to set the region a couple of times. Well, that's probably the third time now that it was doing that. All right. So can I tell which version is on here? No, not really, huh? Did I just plop this in the root? I'm guessing. So version 26. Oh, 2021. This I pretty much have. I think I've updated it since then. But let's try it anyways. How do I do this? If I just plop the whole thing in here? Oh, I see. The folder goes in the folder. So I probably should just delete the folder, right? I don't think there's any saved data, right? Or is there? Oh, there are saves. Okay, so let's just copy and paste. Or here, let me show you what I'm doing. Okay. Get my stupid camera out of here. Okay, so I'm just gonna click and drag the. Let me actually unzip it. Okay. Now I'm just gonna do this. Just replace the stuff. All right, so that should be the latest. All right, let's see. Put this back in here. Still blinky blink. I do not know. We can try to clean it though. I don't really have a tool, but I can probably make a paper towel thing. Do the best. Could probably use this spudger. Or should I bust out the sandpaper? Just kidding. Okay. Now I've got a paper towel all in here. Just kidding, not really. Okay, I mean, oh yeah, there's some crud. Got some crud in there. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, hey Merlin. How you doing? I was just blowing in it to dissolve, to evaporate the alcohol. I wasn't blowing on it for the dust or anything stupid. Does it work with the original 32-bit? Yeah, or 72-bit? Yeah, this console has been through an original. Actually, I think it just only had an original. I suppose I can try it quickly. Or actually, I have a blinking light win. That would be probably another okay alternative, right? Because I don't feel like putting all the whole old mechanism. So let's try this once and see. Nope, still blinky blink. Okay. I could try my blinking light win. That'll be the quickest for me to replace. Everyone just shows up at 11 o'clock. The Everdrive is too old. Yeah, yeah. This is planned obsolescence. Just kidding. All right. I guess I could turn the background music on. All right, so put that aside. Let's test with the blinking light win, because that should not a perfect test, but if it works with this, then I don't know. Okay, so first this part goes on, then this goes right over it. Oh, it has a CIC pipe. Is that bad then? Or does that make it similar enough to is this an okay test? Or should we go all the way to the 72 pin? Okay, all right, that's fair. So this is more of a test for the Everdrive than it is for the thing, Bob. All right, my original 72 pin. Now with these, it's important to screw all the screws back in. Sometimes they don't make great connection. I think they have to be popped up, right? Maybe. There's a certain way these like to go in. Okay. Oh, there we go. I forgot that the 72 pins have a little lip on them. Okay, so let's screw this back in. At least the 6 screws for the 72 pin. It's a test for your CIC chip on your main NES, since the blinking light went bypass that CIC chip. Oh, okay. Oh, does that mean that the Slot Master doesn't bypass it? Is that the point? So it's more similar to a 72 pin, original 72 pin, than it is a blinking light win. If that doesn't work with the 72 pin, you can cut pin 4 on the CIC chip to bypass it. Then try the Slot Master again. So you guys think it's an actual problem with the NES and not the... Okay, that's fair. All right, here we go. Ah. This 72 pin hasn't been cleaned or anything, so YOLO. All right, let's try it. Hey, look at that. So we get the blinks. So there's a problem with this NES. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, so what have I got to do? Which side of the board is the... It's on the bottom, right, with the PPU and the CPU? I think it's in the bottom right if you're facing that side. Just don't know exactly which pin is pin 4. I've heard of this bypass, but I've never actually... So does the CIC chip just goes bad? Or is it just doesn't like the region of my Everdrive? Oh, I'm not cutting it. I'm going to lift it. I think I've heard that you can lift it, right? Or something? Or desolder it. And then lift it. All right, let's look. You're leaning toward the Everdrive, especially since the other games work. So I shouldn't do this? Huh, okay. Well, might as well try it, right? I don't have a lot of time left, but... Oh, you guys get to see my gross original NES RGB install. Actually, I've been at it afterwards to clean it back up. All right, won't hurt. You could desolder it too. I have cut it before and resoldered it after cutting it. Huh. Okay, so. What do you mean? Something's wrong with the Everdrive then? Oh, does that mean I have to take the NES RGB out because it's underneath here, right? It's this chip. Oh yeah, CIC. I see the CIC. Have you tried the original games with the 72 pin? No, I didn't. I just took it apart. Well. We full send here. Yeah, we do, but I'm just a glutton for punishment for NESs. Just screw them. Pin 4 is the bottom. Pin 4 from the bottom here. So like that one. 4 from the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I desolder it, okay. I'm getting my soldering iron ready. So I need my other. Do it live, I guess. Oh, I didn't even turn it on. Okay, so that's going. I probably should turn the Morph off. I have like everything on right now. Okay, so let's flip this over. Gently. CIC is here. So that is here. And 4th from the bottom is 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's add some fresh solder. Oh, I definitely have to turn off my air conditioner or this is not going to go well. Whoop. Okay. So got some fresh solder. The iron should be hot. The desoldering iron should be hot. Okay, pin 4. All right. Flip. Now what do I have to do? I've got to try to lift that out somehow. It probably would be easier to desolder it and then resolder it, huh? Let's get my tweezers. I should probably just cut it, huh? That'd be the smart thing. Oh. Well, quite all the way out yet. Let me get my stiffer tweezers. Oh, you know what? Actually, these. Oh! Not crying, you're crying. I literally effed it right off the chip. I should have cut it. I should have cut it. I should have cut it. I'm not crying. You're crying. Okay, let's test it. I hope that was the right pin, otherwise the stream is gonna end suddenly. Okay, that's fine. I'm not allergic to desoldering chips if I have to put a new chip in there. I know there's the no CIC. There's a bunch of projects actually with to do with CIC chip. Actually, I have a spare NES motherboard. Actually, no, never mind. Isn't that the Open Tendo? Does the Open Tendo use a CIC from the original? Probably. That's fine. No, Belmont, don't worry about it. Now I can play all the bootlegs. Now I can. Okay. Oh, that is funny. Okay. Now what? Now I'm gonna try the new thing, right? Because now this should allow me to use the Slot Master. I shouldn't even really need to replug everything in, right? Or solder it, or screw it, I mean. I'm just gonna leave it I'm gonna do the dangle, because I don't really, at the moment I need to get off, but let's just test it for science. Okay. Red has a null CIC I've used before. Oh, okay. Well, I'm already here. Send it. Hey. Always believe the internet. Always. Always believe the internet. They'll never steer you wrong, ever. Oops, the Morph is still cooking. Always believe the internet. It's always a good decision. Always. Wow. So what does this mean? Does that mean my CIC was bad? I know I've like asked that question before, but I didn't really get a good answer, I suppose. Are there different versions of the CIC? Okay, I did it for you guys. Did it for science. It works. Hooray! Let's play a game, a victory game. Victory game. The CIC wasn't bad. It was doing what it was supposed to. So was there different versions of the CIC? Because I have the Slot Master has the Open Tendo, and I thought it has a real CIC chip in it. Oops. This is not what I wanted to do. I need my RetroSync remote. Where the heck is it? Oh, there it is. System booted the OG game, so it's likely in the Everdrive. That's weird, right? Oh, so you mean not a problem with the Everdrive, it's just that the... But then why didn't yours have the same issue? Yeah, my Opendeno has a real CIC. Opendeno can use real CIC. I think mine is using it. Let me switch to that. Woo, victory! Oops. I was looking at the stream. Victory Royale! Gotta play at least one level. Make it legit. Oh god. We did it! The slot apprentice, the slot Padawan has become the slot master. Your issue is booting, not CIC fail. Interesting. So I'll have to read more into that. I don't know why. This system has worked before, because this was my original NES that I bought way back when I got the NES RGB. That's the whole reason I bought the Everdrive, was for this console. So I guess just over time it died or something? Or, I don't know, that's weird, right? Or maybe the right pins failed or something on my 72 pin? I don't know, I'm not really sure how it works. Well, good news is it works. All right. We accomplished one thing at least. The thing that we talked about in the title. That's good. All right. Good night, Belmont. We didn't do the morph thing. Unfortunately, we ran out of time. Not by choice. Well, I guess it's by choice, but I gotta take the dog out. Actually, it's raining right now. I don't know. We tried. It gave our best effort to replicate the issues Voltar was having. Where's the thermocouple thing? I yeeted a keyboard key. It's on the floor. It's funny. I don't know where my oh, it's under this pile of garbage on my bed. Voltar. So we didn't have any luck replicating the thing that not overheating, but high thermal output from the FPGA on the Morph. Voltar was mentioning that this heat shrink might be getting in the way. So I'll try to cut it. I don't know if we're gonna, maybe next stream, whatever that'll end up being, we'll try it again with that off. Kind of kill two birds again. Thanks Greg. Thanks for giving me the files originally. Thanks for doing the redesign for everybody. Thanks for I'm you know, not to say that I'm proud of you. You don't need you don't need my opinion, but I'm glad that you did what you did with sending everyone that ordered the kits these updated flexes. I know it was probably a pain in the butt for you to design them and get them manufactured. They look impressive. When I first saw it, I'm like, this is a really substantial thing. Okay, I'm going to put this down. We have to, well, to be continued with the morph thing. Yeah, those flex cables look substantial, so it could not have been cheap. So I'm glad that you did that. And hopefully nobody else is having issues, other kinds of issues. So it's kind of a little bit of a case closed on this particular console. At least the CIC I effed the CIC up, but that's fine. Apparently that I can always replace one of those. But I'm still not sure what the issue is, because this has worked before in this console. So I don't know. And I'm also proud of you, Merlin. I don't know. Everyone's getting dad proud moments. I'm a dad, so I can give out proud moments. I will have to test this, the NES ampersand, the JD Silva thing. I know you had sent me 2 purple ones, Merlin, if you're still here. I don't know if those are any different than what I already have. I did print. I'm working on acquiring the parts to build the Lava RGB, which is an alternative to the NES RGB. So I have a 4th NES now, well, 3rd front loader. So I printed another one of the laser bear mechanisms. So this is going to go, and he sent me, I asked him if he would send me some the bolts. So I've got new bolts, and I'm going to put this in the Lava RGB build. So this is the other, this will live on, and I'm hoping to test this in that console. So that has to wait for another day, but I've got all the parts ready for when I, plus this is going to go in it. That's going to be a sweet console. That's going to have your power board. That's going to have the slot apprentice. And then the Lava RGB board. I hope that works. So just use the black boards. Okay. Well, so actually, this probably worked then. If the issue with this setup and the old ribbon cable actually was the CIC and not this, right? So I don't know. I hope I didn't cause this because of the issue with my one console. I'm assuming other people had issues. Laserbear, I guess, was having issues too. So I don't feel that bad. I think there's a better product here. In both cases, right? No ribbon cable here, and this badass flex cable that Laserbear designed. But it's because of the console, I guess. I don't know. So I have that 3rd front loader coming. Yeah, I'll try it with. Maybe I'll try it with this. I would like to try the ampersand because this is what people will build probably if they're going to build from scratch, right? They're going to probably use this, or if they started self-sourcing and they want to try this update, the JD Silva fix. I can't buy 4 front loaders. Okay, I can't have 4 front loaders unless there's some other RGB mod that comes out. Actually, there is. I forgot about the what is it called? Somebody had a video about it where you could do digital output through the RF jack, and it wires into the RGB to HDMI thing. So there's another I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. There's like a 3rd now RGB mod for the NES. Well, 4th, I guess, if you count the HD high def NES. I don't know. It's too many Everdrives, but people like NESs, so. You'll send me a front loader. Yeah, the Luma thing. Yes, you're right. So I want to get that because I have the RGB to HDMI. So you need one of those if you're going to build that setup. But you need an RF. You need an RF to like JTAG sort of looking a dongle, and I already have the RGB to HDMI. So I would like to test that out, but I've got to get that would mean I have to get a 4th console. But unfortunately, the RGB to HDMI thing only works. Hold on. Only works on PAL consoles. All right, I have to go. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you on Sunday with something. All right, bye. Have a good day.